When we go live,
Yeah, it should it's not telling me anything yet. It's not.
because I see recording, okay, but on StreamYard it shows you clearly that you are live streaming.
I think we're live now. Yeah, we're live now. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic podcast. I have my good friend Slavka with me, the natural sentient, and she's from Czechoslovakia, and we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of different things today. We're going to be talking about let me just pull up our list. We're going to be talking. She wants to talk. We're talking about the art of transformation, endurance, importance of cleansing and healing, emotional healing, knowing thyself through the relationships, and all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be a really good episode, and I'm really happy to have her on. And I think it's amazing how we can connect. Like, she's all the way in Czechoslovakia, and I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I love that about the internet. But Slavka,
Yeah,
thanks for coming back on. How are you?
yeah, thank you for having me, Rob. It's really awesome to see you again and to talk to you. And hi, everyone. So, yeah, I mean, I love this opportunity because we are spread all over the world. So at least we can connect virtually this way and just share and, inspire, uplift, and talk to each other because that's really long distance. But we are all connected through the consciousness. But anyway, this physicality, this physical aspect is the way that is just, like illusion of separation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. You
So
know,
yeah. Anyway, it's like it was before Czechoslovakia. So now it's like Czechia and Slovakia. So I'm in Slovakian part, but it's like almost the same. Language is almost the same. Like I'm
why did
just
they split them? Why did they ever do that? What is it because
Yeah, that was the political decision. There was like no vote about that if people want to split. So that was, I think, purely political thing. Decision of the strategic decision to split into two countries.
I have a question. With Halloween coming up and stuff, I have to ask this. So, yeah, you're in Czechoslovakia. Is that close to Romania? And have you ever been to Transylvania? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yes, it's not that far actually. You travel through Hungary, and yes, basically there is Yugoslavia and there is just Romania. Yes, I traveled once to Romania. It was not particularly Transylvania. It was just the border Arad. But I would love to go. When you mentioned this Transylvania and Romania in general, I actually got this week a book about Busegi, and I
Oh,
just
that's the Romanian pyramids, Buseki,
yeah, from
right?
Radu Cinema. Yes, that book
Yeah.
exactly about the Romanian Sphinx and the underground. So
Yeah. There's a lot going on there. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but it's interesting because they have the Bosnian pyramids, then they have the Romanian pyramids. It's like there's pyramids all over
yeah,
the
they're
place,
they're really emerging. Like more and more, they're more visible because its time is up. And even when I traveled to Slovakia, I never paid too much attention, yeah, because I was disconnected from the land, from my roots. But now I see that they're really emerging, pyramids everywhere, even in Slovakia. Yeah, we have a lot, even in Czechia. Yeah, so all over the world.
Oh wow,
It's really interesting. Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's really interesting. So do you plan on doing some more traveling? Would you like to at least and is it pretty easy to travel around Europe or like
Yeah, for now it's okay. There are no restrictions. I mean, I can travel wherever I want within Europe. Yes, like I would love to. My bucket list was these Bosnian pyramids. Yeah, in Visoko and around that actually, because yes, we actually were considering to do the interview also with Dr. Osmanagic, but as far as I remember, maybe he was busy or something like that.
yeah, I've
Not
been
that
able
easy
to
to
get a hold
reach
of
him.
him. I tried to get a hold of him. He's been on my show like two times, and it was weird that he didn't respond to me. Like I don't know like what happened. It was strange, but he's usually a really nice guy, and he's like he usually gets back to me, right away. So, it's
Yeah, maybe they were quite busy, with all the tours because it became most more mainstream place. There's a lot of people doing like retreats there or trips. They bring the groups there for the healing for whatever. So it became, uh, so to speak, a bit mainstream. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Even from Slovakia, I know the groups. Even from Czechia, there are a few people that are bringing, people to Bosnian pyramids.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's well known for its healing energy. There's really a high amount of the negative ions.
yeah,
Uh, so yeah, actually, I have one friend that he is measuring mm, this energetic of the place in Bovis units.
yeah,
So yeah, there is really high and it has really healing properties. But what I noticed that even here in Slovakia, there are some of them, actually a lot that I haven't been yet to, and also in Czechia. So it's kind of interesting idea for me, like that I received an insight, like I should maybe explore more Slovakia and Czechia first because
yeah,
it's it's like really even a lot of interesting places here that also are like waiting to be explored and to share it. But the thing is the language. Even I'm now speaking English, but there's a thing that there might be for some language barrier.
yeah. Do you think that, yeah, so do they speak different languages from Slovakia to Czech? Is it different? How's it?
You mean Czech and Slovak?
Yeah, yeah,
It's more or less similar. We understand each other. Slavic languages, it's similar. Me personally, I can understand Polish, even some Bosnian, even some Serbian, Croatian, Slovenian, right? There are some things that we are able to understand to a certain extent.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. Even Russian a little bit, despite of the fact that I grown up with English all my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just sharing this out on Facebook so we get some more people in the chat. And yeah, it's interesting though. I always wondered if that was like an incident thing that they did at like the Tower of Babel to confuse to mix up the languages
All
so
my
to
life.
confuse people. I wonder if it was done there, or if it was more like a natural thing, like tribes emerged around the world and like people just spoke different languages. It's just weird. It's weird, like how there's languages. And
Yeah,
and and sometimes like the root etymology of a word is similar to a meaning in another language. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
fascinating to me.
It is fascinating how they made us speak with different languages. I think just to confuse us and to bring some different sort of communication that is not really natural to us because we more, like uh, more natural to us is telepathy. Also
Yeah.
communicate with another entities and beings with another creation is telepathy, and not like the language that we use basically.
Yeah, I was thinking, I know people are going to think I'm crazy for saying this, and I hope people don't think I'm insane when I say this, but I feel like I've been having conversations with the plant that's outside my apartment. Like I have this huge, someone got it for me as a gift. Like I have a huge like hanging plant outside of my apartment, and it's beautiful. It's I water it every day, and
Wow.
and then I'll go out to smoke, or I'll go out and I'll look at it, and I feel like I'm getting like messages from it. Like it'll tell me like when it wants water, and like and stuff like that, and like I can't explain it. And one time I put my hand on the plant. I swear, you're not gonna believe. I swear to God, I'm not even lying. I swear. And the leaves like grabbed my hand like it was alive. It was strange. It was so strange. I'm gonna feel bad when I have to because it's gonna go bad like as like winter gets here, like they go bad every year. and then I usually put them. There's a back garden behind my apartment. I'll just put it there, and then it'll decompose. But I'll feel bad when it goes because it seems like it's alive or something.
Yes, everything is alive. It has consciousness. Plants, animals, trees.
But do you think like with where we're at now and like with the world, like with things, do you think more things are coming alive? Do you think like the veils thinning and more things are like kind of like coming alive like that? Like
Yes.
or we're able to like communicate with it more or something?
Yes, because your superpowers, your gifts are actually getting activated. Eventually, even you made actually great progress, Rob. What I notice, as well as you perceive, you know.
You
So
think you really?
I can see it, really, that you do a great job.
Oh
Also,
wow.
you're taking this Amanita, right?
Yeah, I take Amanita all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
I noticed that it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like expand in your consciousness and to be able to perceive and to receive actually this communication from the plants that they are actually contacting you. Yeah, they're communicating with you.
I'm gonna take some of the Amanita now. That's a good idea. I have my spray. I just do like one or two sprays, and then I
Amazing.
forgot to take it. Sometimes I'll take it before a pod. I'll take two sprays. But yeah,
It's
like
really
it
amazing.
just
The
makes
power.
me like a little bit more focused more before a podcast or like in a flow state or something like that. I can't explain it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Actually, you are seeing multidimensionally because as it's being called, the veil is really thin. So there is a lot of things emerging. Could
I'm
be out
wondering if the
of nowhere.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was gonna say, I wonder if the veil is gonna be like super thin around Halloween because they say it gets really thin around Halloween or around that time. That's why they have like in Mexico, they have like El Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, which is I think or is that close? I think that's around that time too,
Yeah,
where
it's
the
almost here. Dia de los Muertos. Yeah.
yeah. It's interesting, right? Like it's interesting that like different cultures have like times for where they feel like they're in more contact with the dead. I find that so interesting. Like, there's Halloween, there's I'm sure there's like Celtic and pagan festivals too, and stuff like that. And Del Dia de los Muertos. Like, do they celebrate Halloween in your country? Is it like a big deal there? Or
Yeah, they celebrate it, but what I notice it's more mainstream because that really, if we speak about death itself as an act that the soul is leaving the human body,
yeah,
yeah, still there is a perception that yeah, that death is something horrible, that is the end. Yeah, that I see the trauma sort of think in a human collective that they actually are mourning and like crying and feel suffering and not being happy, basically, that the soul is leaving. Yeah, that this perception is still not like the as for example in these indigenous tribes, yeah, that they are more connected with
yeah.
natural cycles, with their soul, with the source and with themselves. So the perception of that is being misunderstood.
Yeah, it seems like that. Yeah, yeah.
Looks like, yeah, this Halloween actually celebration was being twisted, like the most of the things what we have here as a part of twisted agenda. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everything's inverted.
Yeah, inverted.
And it's crazy. Like the more and more that I find out, the more and more research that I do about what's going on here in America. Like, and I don't know how long YouTube's going to let us talk about this, but I mean, I have to bring it up. Like, I posted a video on my Facebook last night about the fires in Wyoming and how it's connected to like this man, I wish I could play it, but like if I don't get good service on my computer. Like I can't pull up Facebook on my computer and play it because it'll say low resources and then the video will start skipping and everything. But like the guy was saying that these wildfires they're connected to like this mining. It's all about this mining that they're trying to do. It's really crazy. And that's the same thing. It's crazy that it's the same thing in North Carolina. It's connected to this mining. And I'm like, well, I mean, if they could use these natural disasters like hurricanes and fires to get their agenda, I mean, what kind of sick world are we living in? You know what I mean? It's really insane. Like the what it is it's a total disregard for human life, and that's when something's really satanic, when they don't have regard for people, someone where they live, they're just going to destroy a whole area just to complete their agenda so they can get these lithium mines and whatever else they're mining, it's really crazy. I mean, I know you're not here in America, but I'm sure you might have heard something about it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yes, I've heard actually. My mind goes all with all those that are really affected in these areas that you mentioned, also in Florida, with all of these weather manipulation. Uh, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It's all we can do is just pray for.
Yeah, I mean, this is really, I think we can all connect, in our mind and to use somehow our superpowers, because we are really powerful. I mean, to reverse these effects of the wind, or whatever, just to change the spin or to just somehow ease these effects.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I kind of want to play this video, but okay. Well, maybe we should talk about something more positive. So I'm going to pull up your list of stuff you wanted to talk about today. You wanted to talk about the art of transformation. Where did you want to go with that?
Yeah, that's like the entire topic that actually is going on, like what's going on, because it's transformation on every level. It's transformation on physical level, on spiritual, emotional, mental. I mean, that we are in the midst of really challenging times, and we are being really tested, tough way. Yeah, well, that's what I notice.
Do you think that's happening for on purpose?
Yes, I see that. Really, this is like the testing field that we are being, under the tests that should make us. I don't know if the term would be okay to call like superhuman with superpowers.
Yeah,
It looks like, because imagine that, like what's going on here on so many levels. Like what with like when I listen to your guests, yeah, whistleblowers with sharing their own experience, like that's insane. Some of it, like who would handle that? I mean, that takes a lot of strength and courage and everything. This, I mean, thank you really all for sharing and for bringing all this stuff outside, because it's really important. Even I here see already that some people start to share in Slovakia and Czechia. Yeah, because this is not only thing that is happening in US. This is happening globally and worldwide. This huge transformation, these both forces that are in charge. And it's only just really up to us how this will go, the direction for the humanity.
yeah, and I guess we have to be like the way showers, like we have to be like the people like laying the groundwork for the new earth, and that's why it's important to talk about these topics of like, that like, a lot of people might say, oh, you're crazy for saying weather manipulation, but it's not crazy. Like when you really start to look at what's going on, like the 15-minute cities, the mining, like it all starts to make sense, and you're like, holy heck, man, like how could someone be that sadistic? You know what I mean? To make people evacuate areas, so they have to leave their homes for days, then they come back and their homes are trashed. Or like some people in North Carolina didn't even get a notice. They just got like they got flatlined, and they're not even getting assistance from the government. They're just like, it's really crazy. Not to go back to that, but I mean, but you feel like this is all our transformation, like kind of. This
Oh
is
yeah, even a very painful way, because as we see, people like to stay in their comfort zones, which I'm not saying all of them, but as you can see, people, when you notice them walking through the streets, where when you go outside, many of them are just ignorant. They just don't know even what's going on. Some of them don't know that we are in a spiritual warfare.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's spiritual warfare, and now it's become like spiritual warfare with physical warfare. You know what I mean? They're using like all kinds of, I feel like there's targeting going on right now as we're speaking. Like again, like I talked about this the other day. Like there's like this weird like squeaking noise going on outside my apartment. I wish I could lift the computer up and go over to the window and let you guys hear it. It's like, and then when I go outside, there's nothing there. You know what I mean? There's absolutely nothing there, but like I can hear it now, and it keeps coming in, and it's like this loud. It's like this like real piercing sound. It's like it's almost like if you ever hear that saying, like if you run your fingers across a chalkboard, it makes you like kind of cringe. That's what this is doing, and it's doing it over and over and over again. And I don't know what the purpose of it is. I don't know if I thought at first it was like someone was, pressing on their brakes, like their car brakes, because that's like the kind of squeak that it is. Like when somebody has bad brakes and you hear that squeak, that's what it sounds like. But it's happening. They seem to do it every time I have an afternoon podcast. I have no clue what it is. It's crazy.
I
It's
think they're trying to discourage you, but come on, just keep going. I mean, they can't stop you. They can't stop us.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
They're
it's
trying to scare, scare you, so you don't you worry to imagine you're in fear. But what's the point?
yeah, yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. One
Actually,
we got
I
to
hear some sound. Actually, I hear some sound in your background. I don't know. It's exactly like you're scratching something, but with a frequency.
that's what I'm talking about. You can hear that? That's what that is.
Yes,
Yeah. That's
yes,
that
I think I hear that.
yeah, it keeps happening over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Everybody it's going again right now.
exactly. Like someone is scratching or whatever, something, frequency. It's like interrupted frequency.
Yeah, I don't know what that. Do you think that's an animal, or is that? I don't think it's an animal, is it?
No, that doesn't sound like an animal to me. But whatever is that, I'm sending it a lot of love.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to go outside and like hit it with something else besides love because I
Yeah.
don't I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's funny though, it's like it's crazy and then I have pictures. I went outside. People are gonna think I'm really nuts, but like I went outside yesterday and I showed Sal. I mean, because Sal, I'm friends with Sal. She's in the chat all the time. We talk offline, and I sent her pictures, and I sent it a couple other people. I have pictures. I walked outside my apartment yesterday. I was going somewhere, and there was a weird car parked outside. It was like this health care thing. It looked like it was a health thing, but he had some kind of weird device on his hood of his car, and
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what it was. I was like, I took pictures and I took pictures of his license plate. I was like, I didn't know if he was like, pumping frequencies into the apartment here. And it's weird because we're in a full moon too right now. I don't know if the moon's full there, but the moon's full here. So, people are starting to act a little bit crazier and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so
I mean, the energy is amplified. The events, what's going on is amplified.
yeah. The Warrior for Truth says hi, Slavka and Rob. Tiffany Runking says hi, guys. She says hi, Rob,
Hi,
Slavka.
guys.
And then Peter Reimer says, true, Robert. I've seen videos of plants interacting with us, expanding consciousness. So he's seen it too with the plant.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you work on yourself, that you're taking this amanita and you're making, you simply do some work. So basically you're clearing your perception and then you're picking up more and more, contact from outside from different beings. Yeah, and everything is alive. Everything is just consciousness in another form. Rocks are also alive. Trees are alive. I see it wherever I go. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, you start to see different things. You're removing your filters, and you are just growing into your potential. Yeah, you're expanding your consciousness. Exactly, Peter.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Another thing on your list of topics to talk about today was endurance and the importance of cleansing and healing. Did you want to talk about that a little bit? I saw you have your moringa. I got to get that still. I haven't ordered it yet, but I definitely got to get mine. Do you like it? And has it been helping you so far? Have you noticed the difference?
Yeah, I started to take it like a few weeks ago because I knew that yeah, it's a super food that contains really a lot of minerals and it should cover the proper it's a proper nutrition for your body, what your body requires to nurture it.
Uh,
Because from regular food you're not receiving nutrition. There is no nutritional value normally from the things what you buy. At least my body, I see that I am more sensitive to whatever I put inside of my body, that my body tells me, yeah, what is really good and what is making me heavy or that is sticking my guts from inside.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that is really important if you invest in some super foods or some food that is more healthy. Yeah, more healthy. We know that. Okay, we do our best, but you feel your body is speaking to you that what is good, what it
yeah.
requires, and what is it for you to feel good when you eat it and not overload it. That you are
That's
really
probably
feeling
the
bad.
the rise of people with like dental problems too, because like as the food gets worse and there's less minerals and vitamins in the food, then we're not getting the minerals in our bodies. So our bodies start to decay and that would mess up our teeth, that would mess up our bodies, right? So it's probably really is smart to invest in some superfoods. Like is do you
Yeah.
think that's what it is?
Yeah, definitely our body is calling for the attention, for the change in our life. That's the art of the transformation, and that's the language, secret language of your body, basically what it's trying to tell you.
Yeah,
It's that that's depends on the perspective because we can talk about the cause, what is causing your body, why you're feeling bad,
yeah,
what's the message behind it. Yeah, so that's really now we're talking about different levels of healing, healing from the stuff that we carry with ourselves from all the lifetimes and from this lifetime as well. That is the intensity of the process of of this transformation, that why it is so strong, and why does it take so much effort.
yeah,
I see it on myself because really that really we are at the time that we feel that something is not right and we need to do the change. Many of us are coming to, you and I go through the period that is enough, that I need to do some things differently, and I need to also nurture myself, take care of myself, and to heal the stuff that is there, asking for attention. Mostly it's about traumas, stuffed emotions. Exactly, emotional healing, emotional medicine.
yeah,
That is usually the root cause of the diseases. And then secondary thing, obviously, that's the food that we ingest and the toxicity that is outside from all the stuff that are we are being exposed to.
yeah, yeah.
So
I
detoxing the
agree.
body. Yes, they say, and when you connect with high realms, you know that for that you need a lot of energy. That's for that you need that your body requires detox,
Yeah,
right? And now when we know that there are toxins, basically our food is not really clean as it was before. So it requires really a lot more attention and more awareness because awareness is key. Yeah. So really to be conscious and aware.
yeah. Speaking of, I haven't heard from guys. I'm a little bit worried. I haven't heard from Misha Johnson in like 2 days. Like I don't talk to her a lot, but she was supposed to come on my show tonight, and she was going to do readings, and she hasn't messaged me at all. Like I don't know what's going on. I hope she's.
Oh,
I wonder if she was in the hurricane area. Like I was just looking and seeing what if she messaged me back, and
where does she live? In which state?
I can't remember. She was at the conference with us. She was definitely at the conference, but I can't remember if she came from California or she lived in Florida. I just can't remember. And she if she oh she oh wait a second, wait a minute, she's
I hope she's okay,
uh
because I look forward to that. I mean, I appreciate it each time when you bring her on your show. I mean, it's awesome.
she just verified. Okay. But then she said she didn't want to leave me in a bad spot. I'll say, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell her, yeah, we're still on. Yeah, that's great. Okay. So she must be all right. Okay. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, she's in California because she said 5 p.m. her time. So that's good. Yeah. I have a busy day. I have your show, and then I have Amanda Joan of Hart at 5 p.m. Eastern, then Mark Gober at 7 p.m. Eastern, then Misha at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, 4 shows a day. It's a really jam-packed day, you know.
Wow,
But,
that's a
I
amazing
like doing
gesture.
this. I enjoy doing it. I don't like to do anything. I don't know. So I might as well do it now, right? I don't know.
Well, that's really important. You do very valuable and needed work to bring all these, amazing guests on your show and just to share.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
So
it.
it's really important. Keep going. That's what I can say. I appreciate you a lot, and I appreciate everyone who is joining. And we're really like a tribe. It's like a big family of people that that understand each other, and it's like really important is awareness, to spread the awareness. It's time to really to raise the vibration, raise the level of consciousness, and just to move on.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I wanted to ask if there any website like or something or so to support the people like affected with these hurricanes or with these disasters.
Arizona Ravens in the chat. She knows someone. I know she told me about a guy who's taking donations to North Carolina, and then I haven't heard anything about Florida yet. What I do is I've donated, like, I've donated separately to people that I know, just like people that I know in Florida, or like I've sent them like 20 bucks, $30 here and there. You know what I mean? Like what I can, whatever I can afford. But because because I don't trust putting it in FEMA's hands or American Red, what is that, Red Cross? Like I don't trust putting. So I'd rather give it to someone personally.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the best. If you know someone directly, it's just the best option. So you know where it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, if you know some links or whatever, feel free to share. I mean, it's supporting each other.
Yeah, Arizona. If you're in the chat, if you know that guy who does who's gives sending the donations to North Carolina, if you could put it in the chat, that'd be amazing. I think she just got here, so she's definitely here. So yeah. But yeah, let me look at your list. I was gonna go see what other stuff we were gonna
Yeah,
talk.
hi Tiffany. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean it's really heartbreaking what's going on. Like, so that is also calling like really to for more compassion, more kindness in world.
Um, yeah. Um,
I know it's not easy because now I see that really it's like not this is exactly the another aspect of the spiritual community that people really do. Some of them do too much marketing. That it's really about marketing.
yeah,
It's just about money.
yeah,
Uh, it's again another. I think that's calling for another work to improve relationships with money, because this is the trigger of all issues, even in between people. When it
yeah,
comes on work and how to live abundantly.
yeah. I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah. Um, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the endurance that this is new, like that I would say that's exactly new superpower. How to actually be flexible and how to, that we are in the digital sort of, we are in the world that there we have some force that is trying to replace some work. Yeah, let's put it that way. And it's like really not easy. It's good to be flexible,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
to live and how to be happy actually, how to attract abundance. So that is exactly about juggling.
I'm still trying to figure that out. How to attract abundance. Like, um, I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly, I think that's the matter of really of working inner cleansing to do the,
Yeah, I
some
agree.
trauma cleansing that we have from generational traumas, trauma from poverty, trauma from abandonment, trauma from whatever, from betrayal, trauma for whatever. Yeah. And then our perception, because I receive confirmations that really the words are spell and words and thoughts are really shaping the reality. Even if I say yes, as I remember when was the healing with Phil Barrow and then Deb and Rick Parcell. So I just wrote there that I feel a bit stuck. And exactly that was my internal saboteur telling me to write that. But actually, no, the only blockage, who is only stopping me, it's myself. Yeah, realizing that stuff that really everything is in my hand.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
So with this financial aspect, we know it's like what is really what we can control and what I really don't know, but I feel that we have really power to create out of nowhere, basically. Come together and create.
We
The
do.
power of creativity is endless.
I agree. I
That's
agree.
what I believe, that there is always a way how to find from the situation and how to come together. Even there is attempt to keep the division and separation going on, but no, opposite is actually the solution. Yeah,
Yeah.
but this period is challenging and it's this transition. And I know this is exactly the the really crucial time, the transition that really depends on us to how we set the field for those souls that are coming after our kids, our children,
Yeah.
this generation, the another brave souls that will come here to help co-create something new.
Do you see it in your country as well? Like the problems, like is it so it's not just here, it's like it's worldwide. Like it's like they're dealing with the same stuff there as here, like like with the
Yes, yes, it's worldwide. I see it even here. Yeah, and here I see they're trying to spread some agenda into the schools, and they are targeting kids. So I see that this is really importance on parents, on each parent to watch their kids and to be more careful and more interested in their own kids, not to be occupied that much with working all the time. Because there's there is a lot of going on with children,
yeah. They're
and
they're
it's really important to show them as I'm a parent to show them courage and to go by example and to protect the children.
I agree. And they're doing the same thing here. So it makes me think that it's like a bigger plan. I like people talk about the Illuminati or the New World Order or like the World Economic Forum or like something's doing it to where they're targeting kids in schools here, there, everywhere. It's really weird, you
they're
know.
trying they're trying, but really it depends on each person. Really we have the power in our hands, and this is really about consciousness and awareness. If identify what's going on, question the reality where I am, and just to do something, take action.
Yeah. I,
Yeah. And
I
even if we are angry, even anger is really powerful tool. Yes, we can be angry about what's going on because it's a real what's going on. And know that it's really causing a lot of anxiety and pain and suffering. Why? Because if we keep quiet, we consent to that.
yeah.
Like I really like your guest, Cory Andrulat. Yeah, when he's doing this, he's dedicating his time for education about the natural law, about the universal law, and about the solutions, how to, because information, knowledge is power.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like him. I'm gonna have him back. He's coming back on this month, I believe. You know.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I really look forward to that, to each of your guests because they all share unique information, and it actually really helps a lot. That even to feel another people, that they are not alone in this.
Yeah.
We're never alone. There's also another people, and this is a great way to connect as well.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Let me just go over your list here, see if there's anything else to talk about or anything else you wanted to talk about. But that's
It's like I want to actually now I listen some video, because you a lot of talk with also with Nate Siseg and with others that actually about abductions, right?
yeah.
Related to abductions, and I'm just like surprised nicely that yeah, even here in Czechia and Slovakia, slowly people start to talk about that as well. That this is not really only about the US, but also here, that the Slavic people are really under the radar of some entities that are actually doing these abductions and these experiments, and also the uh, basically hybridization. Yeah.
Wow, wow. That
Yes, because yeah, exactly. I was doing wow as well. Yeah, because here I noticed there is also a lot of people, a lot of women that they start to mention. Yeah, I watched one another live stream, and there are people that goes for a healing that yeah that they share because they find the like-minded people that they can speak about it, that really there's been a lot of women that they're being abducted and sexually doing experiments with them, certain races. And yeah, that people might think that are actually not really paying attention, that they might think that that's something, oh, that was just a dream. No, that was not a dream. That was another reality. That it happened. Yeah,
yeah.
that really.
Do they seem like they're targeting certain people, like the entities or the aliens or whoever's doing it?
Yes, they are targeting them because of genetics. I'd say because that's what I feel from that and what I hear from your experiencers. They are attracted, yeah, they because of these experiments that went, yeah, that they did. They lost certain abilities, and they're probably searching some way out of it. They probably lost the reproduction or some way, so now they are searching the way back, doing this thing. You know,
Yeah,
I don't. There might be another reasons, of course. I keep my mind open to this, and I'm not really putting a sticker on it, but I just think that they're trying to fix something that went wrong. Yeah, something that didn't go well with these genetic experiments in the laboratory. Let's say this way. So yes, I think they're certainly interested in some particular races, also in Slavic women. That's what I've heard because some of them they really what I hear that's why I say I related with the importance of cleansing and cutting the contracts, treaties, cleansing everything in every reality, all the woes, all everything what was done before in all the realities, all dimensions, all lifetimes. Yeah,
that's
that this is really important to do.
yeah,
Otherwise, that's why people feel so drained because there is there are entities that they are actually living from them. Yeah. Even now you
They're
feel
just
like
feeding
you're
off their
drained.
life force, right? They're feeding off
Yeah,
their life force.
yeah, exactly. They feel like they can live from your force, from your life force. Then, of course, obviously, at certain days, you feel like you're drained. Yeah, you feel like yes, they're feeding of your energy. That's why that's also importance of protecting our energy, asking our guides to support us, to protect us, to do something about this, yeah, and to do the inner work, to do this healing and cleansing. Yeah, because for example, I visited shaman. I will talk about that my healing that actually is going on more levels, because I went to the shaman that is here. Actually, he got trained and certified in Monroe Institute. That I was surprised in US. Yeah. So he went to US and he got certain practices, and now he's in Slovakia. Yeah, and he's helping people with his wife as well. And I went there just to, because I felt that there is some soul that is attached to me and that didn't cross. And it was manifesting on me that, there was some simply old women showing up. And okay, it's time to do something about it. And then I realized that, okay, even that my dad was stuck here, didn't cross. So, and like there were three souls that were still attached. Imagine that.
Wow.
And yes, some things related to generational trauma that are still there, that I'm still doing is this emotional healing. Yeah.
Wow.
So
And,
this
and
is
I'm
really
sorry,
crazy how many entities and how many things can attach to us, and sometimes we even don't realize like so, how we feed the like another really beings
yeah,
and souls and another like parasites.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They leak. That's how like you can get holes in your aura. Like your aura can leak because the entity can feed off your energy. But one thing I wanted to ask you, I was going to say, I'm sorry you lost your dad recently. I'm really sorry for your loss. Like you said, your dad didn't cross. Like you had to. Did you have your shaman friend help your dad cross, or what happened?
yeah, actually I used to feel him, the smell of the energy that he was there for some time, but then it disappeared. And okay, just mom told me, oh, I have a feeling that he's still here at home. Okay, I didn't pay too much attention, but yeah, then when I wanted to work with this with this lady, old lady that was showing up, yeah, through me, that was like sub personality,
Yeah,
some aspect was showing up, the old woman. And then I decided, okay, let's go there. And then I realized, yeah, that he was there stuck. So I'm gonna do the check again, like in one we get, and if everything is okay.
yeah. That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, that's really crazy what's going on. A lot of things, it's surreal, a lot of work.
You had an encounter in Turkey too, right? Remember you were in Turkey and you felt like there was like some kind of negative entity attached to you or something really dark attached to you while you were there, right? Or something like that.
Uh, yeah. I mean, it's very easy to pick up on
Yeah,
some
right. I
if
agree.
you,
I probably have entities on me right now.
yeah,
I think
when you keep your energy field open without protection, without anything, without cleansing, then obviously you like open the door and invite, just please enter. You open the window, you keep it you keep it open, and then everyone can enter, you know.
yeah,
Obviously, yes, I know that there is many like small, these little like kind of worms things, parasites that they parasite in your astral body, in your energy body. Yeah, that's incredible. Like how profound this work is. This,
It makes me wonder about what this reality really is. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because there's like an unseen world that we can't see. And it feels like that was done by design. Like we can't see these entities, but yet these entities can like leech off us and parasite off of us, but like we can't see them. You know what I mean? Like it's like almost like we're at like an unfair advantage, a unfair disadvantage, It's
yeah,
very
like this
strange.
world is not what it seems to be.
Yeah,
And
it's definitely not.
what they taught us, it's completely something different.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
And then, yeah. And then, of course, then another thing is, detox the body, detox from the parasites from inside. Because that's another thing. Why, you know,
Yeah.
why we feel hunger, why we are like craving for certain foods. Is it us or is it our parasites?
Yeah,
Or
I
what
want
is
to
it?
ask you about that. Yeah, so I've been having like a crazy like sugar craving all the time. I've actually gained weight. I started gaining weight. I haven't been working out as much. I got to start working out again. But it's just not just that. I've had like insane cravings for sugar. Like I don't know what it is. Like insane cravings for sugar. Like you think that's parasites? Is that what that is?
It could be.
Anybody in the chat that can let me know, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be interested to know as well, like if you can answer. I think it can be parasites, but it can be also like something, like you're depleted, lack of chrome or nutrients. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but when you mean sugar, is it like certain sweets, chocolates, or cakes, or what is it?
Like donuts or
Donuts, yeah, very healthy.
I know it's embarrassing, it's not good, it's not good at all, it's like but it's just like if I wake up and like I go have a coffee and a donut, it feels like it turns on like my engine for the day. It's like it lets me start it starts up the car and gets it going. With the car, I mean my body, I mean like it's hard to explain, I don't know, um,
Yeah, there are moments when you really are craving for certain foods. Yeah.
it
But
doesn't help that I have a donut shop like 2 blocks from my house, so it's evil easy access. It's evil. It's really is. Like they shouldn't have put that there. There's nothing else around here. That there's a donut.
yeah,
It's like uh,
yeah, Emma, yeah, I would love to see Rob making donuts at home.
oh, I used to have a job. I used to make the donut. I
Yeah,
used to have the job where I'd go at like 4 in the morning and make the donuts. I used to work there, like I used to, when I couldn't find a job, and this is before I quit, jobs, and, I decided I was just going to do podcasting for a living. Like I was the donut guy. I was making donuts there, and, it was a whole thing.
wow.
I don't know. It was crazy. You know,
I didn't know that about you.
yeah, yeah. I was
Oh,
it was maybe Sheba in the chat says a snack surrogate. She says, "Oh, I love that." Because Emma the cat says, you can make donuts at home with stevia, that's a good idea, Emma. I didn't think of that. Maybe I could use like a gluten-free thing, or some kind of grain-free. I don't know. Maybe you guys could give me suggestions, and then
yeah,
use stevia to sweeten
stevia
it.
is good. Stevia is good, or honey, or something more natural.
Or monk, I like monk fruit. I use monk fruit for my coffee. Like, I like monk fruit. They say someone said in a video that sucralose, the sweetener sucralose, it's like really bad for you. It's what's in Splenda. Well, they don't say that it's bad for you, but someone actually did research. They say it can actually lower your T cells, which is your ability to fight cancer. Someone said that, and I don't know if that's an actual study, but that's something I heard.
Yeah, well, the white sugar is actually it's like zero value for the body.
It's
It's
yes,
like
it's really poison, right? It's zero. I
it's
mean, it gives
poison.
you diabetes. It makes you gain weight. It's horrible for you. I know it's horrible, but I just like,
Yeah.
it's like,
And actually, yes, it lowers your vibration. because I experience it on myself. As I said, I feel everything my body tells me. If I put garbage inside, I feel it immediately. That yeah, your energetics changes.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting for sure. Um, they're talking about Beetlejuice in the chat.
Oh, that was a movie, no?
Yeah, there was a new it was a new one that came out with Michael Keaton, but yeah, um, yeah.
Yeah, I know that Gina is cooking and baking,
Yeah, I
right?
watch Gina's cooking videos all the time. Shout
Uh,
out to Gina. She's in the chat right now. Gina
yeah.
versus
Hi, Gina.
she's doing vegan recipes too. I'm really happy for her. It's I told her, I mean, I even showed my mother. I showed her videos, like because like my mom's always interested in like cooking recipes. So I was like, hey mom, I was like, this girl watches my podcast. I was like, check out her show. She's like, she's trying to do something, and my mom liked it. You know what I mean? So Gina, like, we watched her videos. I think she has like a future in doing that,
Yeah,
it
it's
just has to,
awesome.
it's hard to get started on YouTube. It really is. Like it took me like 4 years to get to where I'm at now, and I don't even have 20,000 subscribers. Like I'm not being like sexist, but it is a little bit easier for women because I don't know why. Like I guess because men like to look at women, so like it's a little bit easier for women to get subscribers. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but
That
it's
really
hard.
depends. That really depends. No, I don't think no discrimination.
No, no, I'm not being discriminating. I mean, like I see some of these girls that go on YouTube and they just do dances and stuff like that, and they'll do like stupid little dances, and they get like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I'm like, who's watching this? And I'm like, oh, I know who it is. It's guys who want to like like look at them. You know what I mean? So it's like you know,
Yeah, there's something on it, definitely. Depends, even if it's bullshit or something that, of course, if there is like nice external, then basically, yeah, it's much easier.
yeah,
Yeah, cover sells as well, but I say that it's superficial because don't judge book
by cover, right? Yeah, you
by
don't.
cover.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a good point.
So that's really like perception. You can take care of your appearance, but inside, how you are inside, that's important as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the normies don't know that, like the people in our community know that, but like the normies don't, know that. I don't know. It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, I think it's time to change and shift the paradigms, the old paradigms, and
I
to
think so
start
too. Yeah,
and just really to change things, how we do, how we, how we, what we choose and where we put our attention, where we put our focus.
yeah. I speaking of which, Indigo Angel is going. I think that Missy Hill messaged me this morning. Missy Hill's on the plane on the way there for Indigo Angel's grid working trip to Arkansas. They're all going there. They're on their way now. So I hope they have a good trip. And if they see this, like I really wanted to go. I couldn't afford it. Like I just couldn't make it happen. I mean, the grid working trip was only $100 itself, but then I would have needed to get travel there and I would have needed to get, board, like a room once I'm there. And then I would have needed to get like, like all my stuff, like food and stuff like that too. So it was just too much, like it was like I couldn't take it on right now, but I
Yeah,
mean, I would have liked to have went, but I mean, it's okay. I wasn't going to try to raise donations and stuff like that, especially when things are going on where like people are like losing their homes and stuff like that in the world. I didn't feel right. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I was like,
yeah, I know that you feel a lot of compassion towards them, that it's completely understandable. I know that now it's like, yeah, even I can relate that that would be costly for me, because I would love to join for some grid work as well. And
yeah.
Indigo Angel is awesome. I mean, for the all the work that she's doing. I remember that, yeah, she has this event for Kauai, Hawaii. So
Well,
uh,
they're doing a new one now. They're going to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
It
Okay.
starts today and then it goes until the 18th. And that because there's like this huge I guess it's an important place, Arkansas. It's on the grid. It's well, obviously it's on the grid, but I mean, there's like a large amount of crystals there. It's like the biggest amount of quartz crystals in the world. And the what she found this out because when she was in Hawaii, there was a huge crystal in Hawaii that was brought there from Arkansas. So like somehow the grid, there's a ley line that connects the grid from Arkansas to Hawaii, and Arkansas is a really important point for the grid. And also, it's important because Arkansas is closer to North Carolina and all the places that just got hit. And then it's also on the Trail of Tears as well. Like like the Trail of Tears starts in North Carolina and it goes to Arkansas. There's a lot of healing that needs done there. So
Oh yeah, definitely. I
it'll
know
be
that
it'll be
through
an
there goes also 30 cert, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Fine, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of work going on needed to do with the grid.
yeah, yeah,
With the grid, I mean to work with crystals and with the land and with the consciousness of the earth.
yeah,
I
yeah,
I, I see that, yeah, because to in order to awake the beings, the grid itself, so people can retrieve their soul memory and to get back this to activate back this ancestral grid
yeah,
that actually now, because this one has been hijacked, we
yeah,
know that really there has been this disconnection, that how it comes that that there's this communication, we to remember who we are, like how long does it take us,
yeah. I
yeah,
agree.
with communication with entire beings and with all the creation in this plane. So I think that is crucial to do this grid work.
I agree. Well, I just want to ask you, is there anything, we've been going for about an hour and 10 minutes. Is there anything else you wanted to cover before we finish up for today? Because I'm not sure if I'm doing this show with Misha, so I might have to start, and then I have other shows at 5 and 7. So I've got to get start getting ready for them. But I mean, like, is there anything else important that you wanted to talk about before we finish up?
Yeah, like I'm just really grateful to be on your show, Rob. Like we
Oh,
can
I'm
talk.
grateful too. I'm grateful to have a friend like you, honestly, I really am. Like you're such a nice person and you always bring amazing information and I like staying connected with people around the world. It's important that we all stay connected, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I thank you for being who you are, for your energy, and for sharing for your work that you do. It's really, really appreciated a lot. Yeah, I just saw you the mirror because you are in my another version, just with a different experience. But
Yeah,
yeah, this is just amazing.
yeah,
And I really appreciate your support as well on this journey. We support each other, and that's really important.
I agree. I
I know
agree.
it's not easy to overcome our survival mind and what is going on, but yeah, just thank you everyone for connecting and for being here, and just yeah, keep going. You're powerful. We are powerful all together, and just keep sharing, keep spreading awareness, and keep doing inner work.
I agree. I
Because
agree.
everyone each starts from us. The journey, everything starts from us. Yeah, so what we do makes impact for our future. Yeah. And I encourage everyone to see all these challenges as opportunities, to see everything from the sage mind. I know it's not easy. I think we knew when we came here that is never easy and it's not going to be, but we are powerful and we can transmute and we can actually bring a lot of positive energy and lot of love,
I
lot of
agree.
lot of high vibrational frequency here because everything is energy. Yeah. So let's keep this in mind and just keep going and keep sharing.
I agree 100%. Well, thank you so much. And do you want to tell everybody how they can find you? Your YouTube and your Facebook and all that. And I'll include it. If you send me the links, I'll include it in the description too, you know?
Yes, I send you the links on the Facebook and also YouTube and Natural Sentient. Yeah, I will start to put some more content as well. I I was focusing on different things, but
Yeah, if you want to post this interview, I mean, like, feel free.
yes, I would love to. I would love to post it as usual. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So yes, and hopefully, yeah, I would love to actually you to see doing readings as well. You
Oh,
know?
I tried the other day and I wasn't very good at it. I felt like I was
Oh, come
blocked.
on. I mean,
I
just
didn't,
trust yourself more. Really, you can do that. You have strong intuition.
I just I don't I just feel blocked. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's when I'm live, I feel blocked. I got to get over that, I really
Yeah,
let myself down when I tried that the other day, I really did. I was pretty hard on myself because I don't think I did that good of a job at all.
yeah,
I wasn't able to pick up anything from anybody. I'm just being honest. I wasn't able to, I mean, I have the cards with the definitions on them, but I can't, like, for some reason, I can't tap in for whatever reason. I don't know
yeah.
what it is. Like,
Because
I
you
feel
block
lost.
yourself with this stress. You start feeling stressed and then you block yourself. It's good if you relax yourself and you just, like flow, trust and flow, and it will work for sure. I know because you can. You have a lot of gifts and you can do that. It just don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself because this is a process and it takes time. So
Yeah,
just a lot of empathy towards self
yeah.
and it's going to be perfect. Awesome. I'm sure.
Well, thank you so much. And yeah, I'll be talking to you soon. And thank you, everybody. And I have more shows today. I have, like I said, I have at 5 p.m. with Amanda Joan of Hart, 7 p.m. Eastern with Mark Gober, and then 8 p.m. Eastern with Misha Johnson. But I'm not sure if that's when's on. I'm going to find out now. And then if it is, I'm going to make the link for it. But yeah, so, yeah, just stay tuned, guys. I'll have more shows today and I'll be talking to everybody soon. And do you have any final words, Slavka?
Yeah, stay tuned to Rob's channel. It's awesome. Subscribe to Rob, subscribe to mine, and just keep in touch. And thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah,
for
guys,
being here.
if you like the show, send Slavka a message on Facebook. She's on Facebook as. Or do you want me to tell them your Facebook or you?
Yes, yes. I'm on Facebook under the name Slavka Terekova. Yeah, but in the brackets I have the like natural sentient. So anyway, Rob, if you put link below in the description, that's gonna be easier.
Yeah, yeah, and reach out to her and stuff like that. And
Yeah, feel free. I welcome new connections and I'll be happy to keep in touch with all of you and see you in another live stream. I look forward to that, Rob.